In the tradition of Malcolm X, peace be unto you. Mississippi is the poorest state in the nation. It has been the poorest state in the nation for as long as I can remember. And nestled within it are 163,778 of its citizens living in the city of Jackson, Mississippi. And within that group are 85% of its citizens who are African American. It has a black mayor, Mayor Andar Lumumba. It has black administrators over its city agencies. It has black teachers in its schools. But what the city of Jackson does not have is a broad tax base. It does not have cash liquidity or capital to solve its many health, employment, and educational problems. Obviously, having a black population majority is not sufficient to solve urban social problems. It is not the yellow brick road to Oz simply to live in a city that is majority black. What is necessary for Jackson, Mississippi to possess is a concentration of wealth within the city. Recent floods, which are expected to continue with incoming tropical storms, have been a clarion call, waking many citizens up from their dream state that Jackson is a habitable city. Jackson is not a habitable city. It is not habitable now because there is no water for its offspring. And where there is no water, there is no life. There is no potential for life. There is no possibility for life. There is no probability of life. The truth is, though, that white elite have concentrations of wealth outside the city of Jackson. The truth is that capitalist elite could have invested capital in the city of Jackson decades ago to renew its rusted infrastructure, an infrastructure they knew would bring down the hammer on its citizens once climate change increased the environmental challenges faced by people in Jackson as well as in other cities in the United States. Now they see an opportunity. The reshoring of companies having been overseas for decades, now coming back into the United States, is their golden opportunity to make money by leasing land to those companies cheaply. But first, some people have to be evicted. Black people in Jackson, Mississippi, as far as they are concerned, have to go. They cannot live without water. They cannot drink water loaded with lead. Weather patterns in Mississippi, long believed to be normal, are changing according to climatologists. People are beginning to intuit deep down inside that there will be no normal anymore as they have thought normal to be. Events outside what is normal are to be expected now. Mississippi will undergo extreme changes due to climate change. And what has happened to Jackson, Mississippi over the past several days is a harbinger of things to come, as was the case in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina and in Houston, Texas after Hurricane Harvey. Tens of thousands of African Americans were bussed out of their home cities, never to return. The same will happen to the people of Jackson, Mississippi. More of them will leave their home city. Then capital, money, will flood into the city to fix it and turn a profit for white supremacists. Where will all the people of Jackson, Mississippi go? Thousands will have no place to go. they have no resources. They will be forced to join the growing unhoused throughout the nation, living in tent towns reminiscent of the 1930s Depression, wherein they will live out the rest of their lives if business as usual continues. Most of Jackson's citizens are poor. They have a child poverty rate of 28% of all children under 18 years of age. 19% of the city's citizens are living in poverty. Jackson's population has been decreasing. In 2011, it was 174,774 persons. But over a 10-year period, up till today, it has declined to 10,996 persons, or 6.3%. It would be a stretch to say Jackson is a dying city, because the truth is that Jackson, Mississippi is now a dead city. And it is heartrending to see the thousands of persons still hustling and bustling over the streets of Jackson, unawares that there are no resources in their city to sustain them, that their city is now, for now, a corpse. I am Dr. Stephen Nur Ahmed. Peace be unto you.